when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Hits his running back. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got first and goal. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Headed out right. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Chased out to his right. Connects with the open man downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 now. Caught near the pylon. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, second and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. No return on that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll send him over right. Second and 8. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
They'll throw on third and long. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Offense set for a first and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Catch is made in close. And he'll be touched down after a big play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Little tax on the extra points. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's White on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Escapes the pocket. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. Three more quarters to go. We're back for the second frame here of Super Bowl 61. They have it on second and short. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
First down throw, Lawrence. Has a man, it's Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 25 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this third and long.
Here he is on third and long. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Lawrence now off the play action. He's got the hook up to Ingram. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He'll get this one to Brown. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
QB sneak coming, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one splits the uprights, and the Jaguars double their lead to 14. To kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Walker on 1st down. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stop that time by Antonio Johnson. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. He'll look to throw. Stays in the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's going deep this time. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throw on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. You're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll throw it yet again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. He'll throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Caught near the pylon. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from his own end zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Walker running to the right. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 now. Escapes the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Judy now in motion left. They'll throw on 3rd and long. And there's your man there. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Working inside the red zone. That's Thomas. He's got it. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Trying again following the sack. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play, Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's White on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing from the gun here. He finds Fant. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
On the move, headed right. Finds Smith and Jigba. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Another carry for him. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He has the first over the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Chased out to his right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Jaguar first down. That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. It's Jaguar football, and they just need to hold this lead to claim their first title. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. This is hauled in by Ingram. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff on second and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Escapes the pocket. He's got it near the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that will set up first and goal. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal. Another chance for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. All the time in the world.
What a great fight from those blockers to keep buying him time in the pocket to find the throw. You wish that effort could have been rewarded with a completion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Pass play coming here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds Judy near the sideline.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 38. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Has room down the left sideline. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks get it back to within 6. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has it at the 11. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Walker hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Setting up to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point would give him the lead and maybe the win. All right, time for the kick that he has dreamt of his entire life. And the kick is good, and they've taken the lead in the final quarter of the Super Bowl. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Complete. It's Ingram. He loses the football. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Running with Walker again. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. And the party in the Pacific Northwest, Brock, it is just getting started. The Seattle Seahawks are once again Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell out to the stage now to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks, the champions of Super Bowl 61. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.